everybody? It is Fifth Leaf here, or just Leaf, I guess now. I changed my name, of the Latchkey Kids, and I'm here with both Theo of the Beantown Binacles and Curry Puff of the Worcester Stunfisks. And we are here to talk some smack about Johto, or maybe some good stuff too, but mostly smack, because they hate rated us halfway through our draft.
That's very true.
That's what I'm saying. So today what we're going to be doing is we are going to be rating their teams based on spice levels. This can mean a multitude of things. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a good team or a bad team. How spicy do we think it is? And with that, we will be going in draft order. And for the Johto League, we started with the Bolton Bashers, who has a solid team of Archops, Comfey, Kangaskhan, Rillaboom, Magmortar, Altaria, Magnezone, Pangoro, Golurk, Golisopod, and Slowking Galar. Now, guys, what do you think about this team?
I like this team. I like this team a lot. I wasn't sure whether Goomer was going to go Rillaboom first or Indeedee first, and he decided to go with the Rillaboom, which makes sense because Rillaboom's really good. But he has a couple Tailwind setters. He has a Cloud9 user. He has Golisopod, which can be really good. I think it was good value at tier 4, but typically when I see Golisopod, I like to see like a coughing or a wheezing next to it just to get rid of the emergency exit. His Trick Room mode looks pretty good. Slowking can get it up fairly easily. But as far as for me, for spice level, just the fact that he chose Rillaboom, first pick of the Johto draft, I don't know how I feel about the spice, guys. I don't know how I feel about the spice. Maybe I'm going between pumpkin spice or bell pepper, just because of Rillaboom.
Okay, Curry, what do you think?
You know, I'm gonna have to agree a little bit there because I see in Golurk and I see a no guard. You know what I don't see? Any way to get that Oko ability onto another Pokemon that has the Oko ability.
Fair enough.
You know how spicy that would have been?
That would have been so spicy.
It would have been premium spice.
That would have been like ghost pepper spice.
I will say the Archops, I think, I do like the pick, although I do think maybe we should tier it a little bit lower, looking at the speed of it.
Yeah, I could see it being like a tier 3 versus tier 2 with the Crobat and the Aerodactyl.
And honestly, I agree. I kind of wish his team had that wheezing to go with the Archops and the Golisopod.
And the Golisopod, yeah, right. Wheezing or even the coughing, would have been good on this team. I love the Kangaskhan. I think Kangaskhan is going to be so good in this format.
But is Kangaskhan spicy?
No, Kangaskhan I wouldn't say is spicy, but it's good.
I think really Kangaskhan would be more spicy for the Dynamax format, but I think it really thrives and is like an obvious, really good mon for this format that we're playing. So I'd lower the spice level on that a little bit.
Yeah.
I do like the Pangoro. I think the Pangoro is going to do some spicy things this season.
I agree.
There's potential there for spice and everything nice. But right now, I think some changes have to be made to get that spice going. Because he even has perishability, but he doesn't have trapping ability.
Yeah, he has the Altaria. He has, I had it on my list. Resident Trapper.
In non-Dynamax, non-Z, non-Mega, perishes much more viable.
Threatening,
yeah. It's still spice. It's still spice because it makes the person prep for that spice.
And it's the format that I didn't even go with it in.
That's what you said.
I think I agree. I think the spice level's pretty low. I don't think that discredits the team though.
No, it's a good team.
Because we do only have 3 weaknesses, and they're all only at -1. We have flying, ice, and rock. Other than that, they have 2 completely neutrals, and a lot of pluses. We have a lot of pluses here. So I think the typing matchups are really good here. I also think there's a lot of different speed control options.
What's that +5 resist?
That +5 resist is for bug.
Oh, okay. That might pop his spice up a little bit better.
Looking out for the bug types.
Yeah.
Or bug types.
Yeah, I do like the multiple speed options here. And a lot of priority too. Like a lot of priority.
I
So
hope it doesn't go against an Indeedee team.
Yeah. Well, I'm really excited for the Pangoro. I think the Pangoro is going to do some weird stuff.
yeah, I think if I had to pick the spiciest Pokemon on this team, at least from my point of view, it would be the Pangoro.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I can see it. I also don't think Pangoro is that bad in this format. Hits hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
he gets interesting support.
So what's our general consensus about the Bolton Bastards?
Spice
think-
levels, man.
Yeah.
You know what? Just for the Pangoro, I'm gonna give him the McCormick. I'm gonna bump him up to McCormick ground black pepper.
That's not spicy though. It's just as
It's
bad as
it's
pumpkin
spicier
spice
than a
and
bell
bad.
pepper, though.
It is
It's
spicier than a bell pepper. You know what? I'm gonna agree with you.
I don't view that as spicy though. That's not even spice.
Hey,
That's
man, he has the
flavor.
Pangoro. Pangoro he has that salt pepper look too.
That-
So
Okay, but it's more umami than it is salt.
Next, we have the Dutch Drapions, who had a team of Dragapult, Lucario, Slowbro, Obstagoon, Nidoqueen, Torracat, Maractus, Togekiss, Rotomfan, Mr. Mime, and Ninjask. So yeah, what are your thoughts?
All right. Does this team look like it wants Dynamax? And I feel like in a singles format, it's pretty spicy to want a Dynamax still. And not singles format, you know what I mean? Non-Dynamax format.
I do feel like a lot of these Mons do want a Dynamax. I do see your point there. He does have the Kiss. He does have, you know, the Dragapult here. And I don't know. I just feel like he is basically drafting a team for the Dynamax format. Whereas I don't know if it's going to be as decent in the non-Dynamax format. But I do think there's a lot of spiciness that can happen from it.
Oh
So,
yeah.
I think it's got spice potential.
I mean, that Ninjask right there, I'll tell you this. You can make a Ninjask pretty bulky.
Didn't mean to click on Ninjask there. Yeah, Ninjask. I think Ninjask is one of my favorite picks on this team.
yeah, I like this team a lot. I'm gonna be honest, I like this team a lot. He has a lot going for it. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Mr. Mime as well.
Yeah, Mr. Mime utility at tier 4. That was one of the Pokemon I looked at in one of my other draft plans because he gets Fake Out, Quick Guard, and Wide Guard. It's one of the few Pokemon that get all three. And then obviously like he had so much support. Encore, Helping Hand.
Yeah.
I think he gets Sucker Punch too, but yeah, Mr. Mime is really good for a tier 4 pick. This is a fast ass team
It
too.
really is.
Yeah, he has a ton of options. He has the redirection in Togekiss. He has the beat up option with Dragapult, Lucario, Fake Out, Torracat. Nidoqueen just hits like a truck in this format. Maractus kind of sticks out a little bit. I don't know. Like as a tier 5 grass type, I think his Maractus is really good, but the Storm Drain might. I'm not sure how it really helps on this team. I guess it doesn't hurt besides the Slowbro, but I like this team a lot. The Ninjask, I had Ninjask in season 0. I will say I did not like it, but I'm sure. Yeah, it was a Dynamax format, but I'm sure Emilius is a really good player. He's very creative, so I'm curious what he does with that Ninjask.
There's a lot of like different techs that you can do with each of these Pokemon, and I feel like there's no way you're going to actually be able to prep for all of them.
Yeah, I think prep for this team is going to be a nightmare. And I'm glad I don't have to go up against them.
Same.
All right, so spice level. What do you think, Curry Puff?
Put it in the middle range. I don't know what our middle range was.
I would say like jalapeno is
Yeah.
probably mid. That's like solid.
Jalapeno? All right, we'll go with jalapeno.
I would go with jalapeno. Yeah, maybe like a really nice ripe jalapeno.
All right, next we have the Trixie Tricos. Who is coached by Otto. Oh, it's some spice has to come for at least the logo. Who's drafted Starmie, Meowstic Male, Garchomp, Charizard, Toxicroak, Absol, Trevenant, Aggron, Carbink, Licky, and Vikable. I really like this team a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what it is, but I like this team a lot.
Yeah, I do too. I don't think Otto likes this team, but I like it. I see a lot of potential jank coming out of this team.
Yep.
especially with the Meowstic, and then what order did he draft these? Did he grab Garchomp first? Does he have a Justified? Oh yeah, he is Justified in Absol, and then he has beat up Charizard. Meowstic, Fake Tears, Starmie. Starmie just hits hard at base 115. Starmie is going to do well in this format. I'm calling it. Starmie's going to do really well in this format.
I agree.
Yeah, and Dry Skin on Toxicroak. Trevenant is one of my favorite Pokemon. I think Trevenant is so versatile. The Aggron with all the weight moves is going to be a huge problem as well in this format. He has the Cloud9 user, so there must be a big weather. There must be a lot of weather users in this division as well. If both Goomer and Otto both drafted a Cloud9 user,
yeah,
I would suspect.
I also really like Trevenant. Like every draft season I've looked at it in one way or another, and then I just get scared. But I think there's gonna be a lot of I think this team has potential to do a lot of meme things that a lot of people are gonna overlook. Like I had Meowstic last season, and it put in so much work, and there are often weeks where you hear about the random Pokemon rule that the rule of 5, you need a 5th attack but you don't have room for I think Meowstic is rule of 8. I think at all times there's so many moves that you can run on Meowstic, and it's very hard to slim it down to 4 for any matchup. I think there's definitely a lot of meme things that are going to be done. I love the Licky Licky, I love the Vikavolt.
Yeah,
so,
I like the Vikavolt a lot.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens. Decent amount of speed control, a lot of priority as well, a lot of Sucker Punch users, Vacuum Wave.
I could see why you might think that I could see the team potentially struggling, but there's a lot of creative things that can come out of this.
He has a lot of good high-end speed too, which is nice. Plus he has a threatening Trick Room. It's not super hard Trick Room, but that's the thing about a lot of draft is not everyone's going to get the most min-speed Pokemon. So it's you might go against a team where the lowest speed they have is 60. Or the highest speed they have is 80. Rare, but it's gonna happen.
I could also see a potential room service option, man.
Yeah,
it'd be fun.
Carbink is I think Carbink is an underrated tier 5. It's so bulky and it gets Trick Room.
It suffers from the steel weakness. But I mean, honestly, the Meowstic's gonna add a lot of spice potential to a lot of this stuff. Toxicroak, I think, has a lot of options, be it special or physical, depending on what way you want to go with it. And then, honestly, I think there's some spice here, especially Trevenants can sometimes produce that spice themselves on their own.
Yeah, for sure.
One issue I do see, which is an issue of my team as well, is that he has a lot of he has 3 Pokemon at base 50 speed, which could pose a problem. I could that could pose an issue, but overall, I would say I like this team. I think I prefer Amelius's team over this, but I see potential in this one. I don't think it would be as hard to prep for, but there is definitely there are a lot of options that he has.
Yeah, I think I prefer Amelius's team. If I was to pick a team to do ladder with, I'd pick Amelius's team, but I think in terms of spice level, I think I might actually prefer this one.
Yeah, I'm seeing some stuff with the Absol, because I remember there's some things that caught me off guard with the Pokemon that I forgot got some certain moves. I hate Absol personally, but not because it's a good mon, because I think it's absolutely trash and I hate its design. But I do see the potential of spice with it here. And that's something I do enjoy regardless. I want to give him Habanero because we do know he has a history of spice.
Okay.
I think he's going to bring stuff that we might not even see or know is going to be coming.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I wouldn't go habanero. I can't go that high. Maybe I would go jalapeno on my end here.
I'm gonna agree with Curry here. I'm gonna go habanero. I don't know much about Otto, but I don't know. There's something about
he's
this.
a good battler.
Yeah, there's something about the team that's tickling my fancy, and I don't know, but I like it. I think it has very high spice potential, and
I'm tickling Leaf's fancy.
Tickle my fancy all day, bro. I'll get you places.
And also,
The Pittsburgh Steel types.
This guy
Trash.
never
Trash.
Mr. Rhett. I heard he didn't even get Garchomp, bro.
Why don't we have a milk tier on this?
Milk.
Something that just gets rid of all
Like,
spice.
we could always add a milk tier.
This
Well-
team looks very different from because Rhett. We did discuss like potential draft ideas and whatnot. This looks fairly different from what his original plan was.
Well, he mentioned that like he had the plan, he went into the draft with the plan. Other people didn't draft as planned. So he kind of had to take some things that, you know, in different orders, and then he kind of had to reroute his plan a different way because he really wanted that Garchomp, and somebody took it like really early, and he didn't expect it to go really early. So from there, I think is why we see that he kind of derailed from you guys' plan. But I like it. But I like it a lot.
Sure.
I like the Galvantula. I like the Miltank a lot. I think Haxorus is really good in this format. I think maybe even better than Dynamax format. Don't fight me, that might be a hot take. I do want to see Rhett play a season without Weezing though.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but
It'll never happen.
But I want to see it. I think drafting, like, I mean, and I'm kind of a hypocrite here because this is my first time drafting a team that doesn't have Primarina on it and doesn't have Gengar on it.
that's true. Yeah.
But I want to see the Weezing a little gone. I want to see it. I think that's gonna drop a couple spice points for me, is seeing the Weezing again.
This also has 3 Pokemon at base 60 speed, so that worries me a little bit. Yeah.
But isn't that how you increase spice? Is you just have everything at the same speed?
So you
no
can't
one
prep
knows
for
what
it.
goes-
If it was 11 Pokemon of just the same speed, then I would agree. But because that takes effort.
Yeah. He has the Copperajah. I really like the Copperajah pick. I also have the Copperajah. And I love that he actually went through with the Munchlax. That's actually quite
Yeah, I
hot.
think
Honestly,
Munchlax is
that's
solid.
really good.
Yeah, I think
That's
Munchlax
gonna
is
be
solid.
great.
I see a lot of speed control here. I just think 60 base speed is very hard to use with the speed control options. Is 2 Trick Room users, Tailwind, Speed Swap, and After You, and Quash.
Yeah, he actually has a good amount of speed control here. He has the
Yeah.
String Shot, Galvantula, Electro Web, String Shot,
Yeah.
obviously Bulldoze, Miltank, Bulldoze. I think Haxorus gets Bulldoze, but
Yeah.
and Pheasant is good. Like, it's decent Tailwind setter.
Pheasant's trash.
Who's he? Does he have a Trick Room? Oh, Jellicent is his Trick Room setter. Okay. Oh, and he has Behemoth, which is a really good Trick Room setter, and just hits so hard.
Yeah, especially with analytical.
Yeah, I think his speed control is great. I just think it's
Yeah.
tough to use with, like, 60 is such an awkward speed, you know?
Yeah, it's just slow enough to not do that well in Tailwind, and it's also just fast enough to not do that well in Trick Room. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's 60 is hard to deal with. Yeah, hard to use, but
A lot of taunt,
Yes,
though.
yes.
A lot of taunt.
yeah, and he has the Weezing, and we know what Rhett does with Weezing. He does stuff.
He does have the Weezing,
And that's where his spice all comes from, and I think that's
Yeah.
why we're disappointed
Yeah.
with his spice.
but only 1-2 to his
2
matchups.
zeros.
2 zeros and a +6, I see.
The
Yeah.
grass?
Well,
And
his
plus-
original plan it was green all the way across the board, and I guess it didn't go through.
I'm gonna go with a jalapeno though. I'm gonna say jalapeno.
Okay.
For spice?
I'm gonna have to go
This
Habanero. I mean, he has Munchlax on his team.
No.
He has Munchlax. Do I think it's a really good team? No, I don't. But I'm excited to see what Rhett does, because Rhett's really creative, and
I think Rhett's a fantastic battler who gets really creative, so I agree with
yeah, I'm very curious what he does with this team. Yeah, for sure, and I want to see that Munchlax.
Yo, if I don't see a Togepi Munchlax lead at least once, then we're gonna have
Follow me,
some
belly
pro-
drum
we're gonna have
on the
some
Munchlax.
problems.
Yeah.
In fact, if you do lead Togepi Munchlax, I will bump you up to a habanero.
Base 20 in Trick Room. If he sets up Trick Room, but he has Copper Raja and Trick Room is going to be good in this format. That's my take. That's why I drafted it, is because I think it's going to be really good in Trick Room.
Yeah, I agree.
And if he has Copper Raja's at base 30, which is kind of like what most Trick Room Pokemon, Trick Room Pokemon run at is base 30, and if you get lower than base 30, it's really good. So if he gets after you Togepi and Trick Room next to Copper Raja, that could be a threat for sure.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think for Spice Curry?
I said it.
Oh, did you? Oh, you said milk?
Milk? Wait, so is milk high or is it low?
No,
Did
milk.
we decide?
Milk's the lowest of the low. It's not even. It's
okay.
not
Not even
spicy.
spice the base.
It's so
All
not
right.
spicy that it pulls spice away.
Damn. Okay.
Just because of the wheezing. Just because of the wheezing.
Yeah.
Even though I know he'll be creative, even though I know he'll actually have spice, he's just wheezing every time.
He does use
gotta wait-
wheezing a lot, yeah.
It's just a little too
I gotta wait
comfortable.
for Sunfist.
It's just a
I
little
gotta
too
wait for
comfortable.
Sunfist. So it's milk.
Oh,
all
all right.
You heard
I
it
would
here,
give him
folks.
credit for his coughing. At least it's not wheezing.
All right. Well, after a Ret, we have the Sussex Sableyes.
It's fairly different from
It has one of the Pokemon
The
that
original
you
plan.
want.
Yeah, I can't believe he actually got the Indeedee female at 6th pick.
Sixth
That blows
pick.
my mind.
That's
yeah.
that's insane.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. This is a good team. This is a good team.
I think it's a very good team. That definitely
Bring
has.
back the Ninetales.
Yep. But no Venusaur to go with it, so that's good. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, he's got the Lilligant.
Yeah, I do like Lilligant. Lilligant is probably my favorite, if not one of my favorite grass types. And base 90 with chlorophyll, this thing's going absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
I like it a
Back
lot.
for you.
Yeah,
Got
the
a very
Lilligant's gonna be
fast
good.
Team.
Very fast. Sneasel's great. I wonder.
Sneasel, Slurpuff, Lilligan.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about competitiveness, Indeedee Slurpuff in itself is already it's gonna be so hard to deal with. And then you add in a Sun mode. You add in an Inner Focus, Fake Out, Faint
I
Pokemon
do think
with.
it's gonna struggle against Trick Room a little bit. I think because it's a lot of these are like too fast for Trick Room. Its really only options are the Quagsire and the Slowking. I think Armaldo's a little too fast for Trick Room unless you have like unless you lower its speed first, and same with the Mawile, and then everything else is just automatically too
Yeah.
fast for Trick Room.
They're not ideal for Trick Room, but in the proper matchups, that base 50 could be slow enough. But Slowking in general in Trick Room is very good. So he also has the Expanding Force next to Indeedee if he somehow sets up Trick Room with
Yeah.
Slowking, and then he gets Expanding Force Slowking in Trick Room, which is very good. Mandibuzz is so freaking bulky. He has one of the bulkiest Tailwind setters in the format, and I'm not happy about it. I'm happy I don't have to play this team.
Oh, okay.
Well, you might if you guys both make finals.
I guarantee you I will not make playoffs. But this looks like a playoff team for sure.
Theo always says.
No, I don't think it's not gonna happen. But this is definitely a playoff team. This is a really good team.
I agree. I'm gonna give it a Bell Pepper.
I give it a bell pepper. Yeah, spice level definitely a bell pepper.
There's some stuff. I want to give it a little bit more than a bell pepper, but I don't want to go full jalapeno.
McCormick.
Rhett's gonna be mad because I'm actually giving him a spice level and not milk.
You could give him milk with.
You know what? We're gonna give him jalapeno in milk.
Ew.
It does not sound
Okay.
like a
It's
good time.
disgusting.
That's a thing,
It's not
right?
really that spicy.
Do you eat it with a spoon or a fork?
You just drink it, man.
I don't think you
It's
should be eating
jalapeno
it at
juice.
all.
It's jalapeno juiced into the milk.
Oh, yeah, that sounds awful.
Yeah, it's a jalapeno creamsicle.
All right,
It's
so
like a
so
orange
moving
creamsicle.
moving on, we have the Great Lakes Grimmsnarls, which is the other Sam. He has the name of Other Sam because he came after Ruby, and that's just how it works.
This is a cool team. He has a lot of heavy hitters on this team.
Oh, me and him have the double in common. I see you.
This
And
is a very hard-hitting team.
he is a man that likes the hyper offense.
Yeah. This
And
is
you
a
can
hyper
tell-
offense, yeah.
You can tell that because he has Onyx, the
Well,
base 45 attack.
He only has it
Snake
for
Rock.
1 week.
If he doesn't bring it, I'm gonna be mad.
he I don't remember what he traded it for, but he did already drop it.
Yeah. That's probably a good idea. He has 3 base 70 Pokemon. Butterfree, I think, is pretty good.
I love Butterfree.
He went for Avalugg.
I think Avalug's a really good change.
Oh yeah, for sure. Avalugg looks good on this team.
Yeah, I agree.
That's knocking down his spice.
Yeah, for sure.
It looks too good on this team.
Yeah, it looks
so
way
spice
too.
gotta go down.
I don't like the Cinderace.
Damn boy.
You don't like the
You don't use
Cinderace? I have a Cinderace.
I know you have Cinderace, and I think the Cinderace is the first thing you need to trade. I don't like Cinderace, and I think Cinderace is much better in Dynamax.
Oh, it's definitely better in Dynamax.
think-
It just plays slightly differently.
Yeah, I don't think that really. I think it doesn't really do much.
I mean, it gets court change.
Well, I think in Dynamax format, Cinderace is kind of just like offensive powerhouse, like pure hyper offense. I think in non-Dynamax format, it has a defensive role. It takes into account the Libero ability a lot more defensively. Like you're gonna have to predict, like being able to switch from Psychic, Normal, Dark. It's gonna be like a hard mind game for the opponent. It's played defensively. It's played as like a defensive and also an offensive Pokemon. I don't know. Like it just plays completely differently than in a Dynamax format. But I think it's very good outside of Dynamax. Just not as good.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it bad. I don't know if I would have wasted my tier 1 on Cinderace.
I could see that. Yeah.
I think there's definitely a spice factor here. I would have loved to see the Onyx stay. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because if you just rap Parasong, bro,
Yeah, come on.
like
You're all about that Parasong.
you know I'm all about the every time I look at a team, I'm like, they got Parasong or not?
But he's not into Parasong. He also has Haunter for the Parasong too. Like he has the options for it. I don't see him running it. He doesn't seem like the type.
I just
of player.
think Azumaro's a little better than Haunter. As the resident Parasong user, I
Yeah.
think Azumaro's a little better than Haunter.
But we know he likes his hyper offense.
Yeah.
And
No,
that's fun.
it's a good team. Competitively, I think this is a
it-
good team.
Yeah, it's a great team competitively.
I think it's great
Spice.
competitively, and I think it has a spice factor.
I see potential in Spice. Yeah, I see that Haunter, and Haunter is just spicy.
Yeah, I think Haunter being as a tier 4 is. I'm not saying it needs to be bumped up, but I definitely think it's great value in tier 4.
What are you gonna do? Rage Powder, Belly Drum with Azumarill?
Probably, yeah.
Spice. That's not
Yeah.
spice.
Rage Powder.
Yo, I'm not saying it's Ghost Pepper, but I'm
Rage
saying it
Powder
might
is
be at least a Chili Pepper.
That's pretty low. That's like second to the bottom.
I would say spice level. I would say without the Onyx, probably black pepper, ground black pepper. Like there's
Love
there's
that
he
black
might do
pepper.
something, but we know Sam. He's a tryhard. He's a tryhard at heart. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
he only says black pepper because there's the double, which has the same coloration as black pepper.
Oh, actually, I do have to minus points because he thinks Meganium's bad. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So we're gonna actually just go bell pepper. I will say it's better than, just plain old black pepper. But I don't know. I just have to say it's bell pepper now. Sorry,
Damn.
I don't make the rules.
Damn.
Yeah, sure, I'll go with bell pepper, I guess.
You guys are rough.
You know, it's life. It's life as a Wakeman. I mean, he has us, you know. Has his judge, jury, and executioner for Spice.
Yeah.
You hate on Meganium? Oh, that
Right?
knocks Spice off.
Right?
You're knocking Spice off your list right there.
Tell me it's your first competitive game without telling me it's your first competitive game.
He's lucky I didn't say milk as well. Just for that.
We got the Detroit Delmise.
Alright, if this guy has
Mr.
Trick Room.
This better be
Braz.
good.
Yeah, this better be only Trick Room.
Oh,
Oh, he does.
I like this team.
I do see
a
Trick
lot.
Room.
Dude,
Yeah,
this is an interesting team.
I like this team a lot.
Does he have terrain? He does have terrain. Oh man,
Yeah.
this is a really interesting team.
Yeah, I don't even need to go into detail. This is a habanero for me.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. I think this team has a lot of flaws, but when
Oh,
it comes to
it does.
Spice, there is a Pokemon that is a king of spice in here. I'm not gonna say it. I want to say it's Ghost Pepper.
He has a lot of like potential spice Pokemon.
Oh yeah, that's all. I'm just going by spice.
Yeah.
There are definite flaws. However, I think I'm going habanero.
I'm saying Ghost Pepper for spice. I think there's some spice in here. I think there's a
Yeah.
lot of spice. in here.
I'd go Ghost Pepper on this. I see like he's gonna do some weird stuff with this team.
Damn, you gotta make it look like I'm the one giving the lowest score. That's messed up. You're gonna hate me now.
You know, that's the way Red does.
He has
He'll-
Delibird
he'll-
on the team, for God's sake. We have to give it to him.
Yeah, Delibird's in. I love seeing a good Delibird on a
Yeah.
team. I tried to get Hawk to get it last league, but last season.
He has it this one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm prepping for it.
Delibird.
I
And
like
obviously-
Delibird a lot.
As Swoobat's gonna do some weird shit, and I'm
Yep.
excited to see it. This is a team where I'm really excited to see the battles. I want to see what kind of weird stuff he comes up with.
I agree.
I thought he had Terrain Setter here. Oh, he does. Pinarchin.
Urchin, yeah.
I think
Okay.
this team matches Raz's personality, and I think this team is very theatrical, and I love it.
Yeah, for sure.
West Side Weezings, who's not playing in this league.
Yeah.
That's the spiciest take I've heard.
That's what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Ooh, what do we think about this, boys?
I don't know what the hell I'm even talking at.
We got. I think this. I don't know how I feel about the speeds.
Yeah, but he has priority tailwind.
Yeah, priority tailwind will help him a lot for sure.
Ooh, I don't know about that Laron pick. I don't know. This is weird. This is a weird
This
team.
is a weird
Here's the
team for
thing.
sure.
I made a Laron for singles. Granted, this was singles, so it wasn't good. It sucks. It's bulky, but it sucks.
Well, I mean,
This could be a weird team.
you could. So if you have terrain to stop priority moves, and or you have a fast fake out user, and you can stop the tailwind, I think it's gonna have a lot of trouble catching up.
I'm looking at these Pokemon. This team is really weak to fighting. Like really weak to fighting. How many Pokemon does he have weak to fighting?
1, 2, 3,
only
4,
minus
Oh,
5.
just -2. Okay, it feels like a lot more.
So there's 5 weaknesses, and 2 of them are -4.
Okay.
Yeah, but then he's got an immunity with Dusknoir. Fletchinder.
That's true. The Dusknoir is good. Dusknoir is good.
Resistant.
Galarian Lanoon is really good. The Sand Mode looks good. Gigalith, Dracozolt is a good pair. Purloin is great. I think it was a tier 4. I think that's great value for Purloin. It's the times for fighting weaknesses that I'm having an issue with. I don't like the Laron, but Rolo is a super creative player.
Yeah,
So I'm really excited to see what he does with it.
I did want to follow that up with that because he also has the chlorophyll too, so he can make that a base 100 easy.
Yeah. This is an interesting team. I'm curious what he does with it. Yeah, this feels like a Raz, like similar to Raz's team. Like I see it, I just want to see what they do with it. That's basically it.
Does
I'm just gonna.
does Fletchinder get Sunny Day?
Yeah,
Probably.
but it's only base 84. It doesn't get the priority Sunny Day.
Yeah, but he has priority Purloin Sunny Day, so
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
probably the go-to.
You're right. I always forget how good and versatile Purloin is.
Yeah, Purloin's a great Pokemon in this format. I'm glad to see he picked up one of the Rotoms in Tier 4. Albeit, I would say it's probably the worst Rotom, but
Whoa.
it's
I
still a Rotom at Tier 4, which
I
is really
think
good.
in non-Dynamax, Rotom Frost is insane because people are going to be using the Garchomps, the Rhydons, like a lot of these like beefy boys in Dynamax tier. I think Rotom Frost does a lot with that.
Yeah,
My problem with
is
that is,
accuracy.
yeah, base 70 accuracy is really bad.
In no hail.
Yeah. I mean, Rotom in itself is great. I don't think Rotom Frost fits in this team that well because it's just another fighting weakness as well. And also being one of the worst Rotoms, if not the worst Rotom. But it's Rolo,
Yeah.
so he's probably gonna do some weird shit with it.
I think it's still gonna be tough to get rid of being that bulky.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know. I still like it. You guys might not. I like it. I'm gonna give points for Rotom.
That's fine. That's fine. You don't have to agree on everything.
Nope,
I like the
we
Milotic.
have to.
I'm glad he got a Milotic. That's a good Pokemon.
Yeah.
I would say for me this is tricky because I don't necessarily see like it being a super spicy team, but it's tricky because it's Rolo, and Rolo is a spicy coach. So
So you know he's cooking something spicy up.
yeah, so like, do I rate it on the coach in this case, on the spice level, or do I rate it on the team?
Put them both
I
and
don't
average
know.
it together.
All right, I mean, if we're averaging it together, I'd probably give it a McCormick Black Pepper.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it jalapeno.
Yeah, I'm with
Okay.
Curry on that one. I'm going
Okay.
jalapeno.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
All right. After the West Side Weezings, well, we don't even have to worry about, I guess, because not playing, is the Carolina Berserkers, coached by Alligator. I'm really excited to see how he does in this league.
Same, yeah. So Alligator is new to draft, right? So he's familiar with ladder, and it's always exciting to see someone like do their first draft seasons.
Yeah.
and then
sure.
they learn from it throughout the season. I think that's really cool to see.
This boy's got fake out for days.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got all the fake out. He has like
I
actually
wonder-
all the fake out.
Everyone else in Johto just got like the scraps of fake out. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
what's interesting, we haven't seen a lot of weather besides the Gigalith, right? Oh,
Yeah.
Ninetales. There's a Ninetales, right?
Yeah, we saw the Ninetales.
Yeah, okay. Riolu is cool, I guess. Mantine is a really good Pokemon, I think, in this format.
Yep.
Just for Tailwind and Wide Guard. And then I like the Raichu. I like the Rapidash Galar. I actually thought Rapidash Galar. So Rapidash Galar, Galarian Rapidash, I always thought was like not very good. But its stats are pretty decent. Base 105 speed, and then I think its attack stat is 100.
Yep.
But it gets a ton of support. So I'm curious what he does with that Pokemon. I also have it on the team. I'm probably gonna screw it up. But this is a really interesting team comp. I like it. I like the Arcanine. Mamoswine is okay. I don't know how I feel about it. Like Speed Tier is okay, but the problem with Mamoswine is it's kind of frail for a ground type. I don't know.
Really surprising due to its bulk it actually has.
Yeah, I think it has a high HP stat, right, or something
Yeah.
like that. But
Yeah, basic
Mamos will-
defense, basic
Yeah.
special defense.
right, a lot of the things you would want it to resist, it actually hits neutral. So that's the problem with Mamoswine, but it hits hard. Speed Tier's okay at 80. He has a couple 80 with Stoutland as well. I love Stoutland. Stoutland's gonna be great. He's gonna love Stoutland. Blastoise. I like the Decidueye. I'm not sure what he does with the Combuskin. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I think the Combuskin is probably one of the lowest points of the team. I don't see there being too much with it.
Yeah.
Unless it randomly gets baton pass.
It still does.
Oh, it does? Oh, then I think if it can keep it alive for a couple times for the speed boost, I think that could help, but I still don't think it's like worth
But
I don't
you
know.
gotta remember, like, combustion actually gets a lot of support things, and there's actually one thing with the Blastoise it can do, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it competitively. I think this looks pretty good.
Okay,
It looks
would
pretty
be
good.
hilarious if he had a Serene Gracemon with the Water Pledge and
Yeah,
Fire Pledge, because that would be hilarious.
just like
just
100% flinches.
Yeah, with Rock Slide.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
like the idea of having a support Arcanine and also bringing Stoutland. I think filtering those together can be really good for a lot of against a lot of teams.
He's a double intimidator just like me.
Yeah, and then he also, if he doesn't want to run the Intimidate, he can oppose the Gigalith with Sand Rush. Like he has, I think he has a lot of good options here. I think it's gonna come down to, I think it's a really good team. I think it just comes down to prep and figuring out something to do with that Combuskin.
Yeah, it's slightly frail. The team is slightly frail, but with the Intimidate support, it might be okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna say here for Spice, just because he took all the fake out in his league, which I think is absolutely hilarious, and worth Spice points, I'm gonna say Habanero just off of fake out stealing.
I'm gonna go Jalapeno.
I'll go Jalapeno. Yeah, I see potential here.
I'm actually bumping up to a Habanero because I think this is a really decent and somewhat spicy team for someone's first draft.
Yeah, especially with the Riley.
Oh yeah, for a first draft, this is a good team.
But I'll bump it to
Riley-
a Habanero.
Riley, I don't think is the greatest, but I do think in this format it's gonna be a lot better.
The Flint Flareons. This is a returning coach.
Who's this?
Flint Flareons is coached by Audio Medic.
Oh, audio.
He has the Whimsicott, Alolan Raichu, Raboot, Rotom Heat, Drifblim, like yours truly, Mr. Mime, Flareon, Vaporeon, Porygon 2, Rhydon, and Shedinja. It's a pretty solid team.
Yeah, I would agree. This is an interesting team. Similar to you, you have the Drifblim. He also has it without terrain. I also think it's odd to see Alolan Raichu without terrain, but I believe season 1 he also had Alolan Raichu without terrain. So, yeah, this is. I think this is a pretty good team. I love that he has 2 evolutions. I love the Rhydon. I like that he went full support with his tier 1s. He went with the Tailwind support in Whimsicott, arguably one of the best Tailwind setters in the format, and then also with the Trick Room, arguably the best Trick Room setter in the format. So in Porygon 2, that's going to be a little kind of a pain in the butt to prep for.
Yeah,
I like the Shedinja.
5 special attack too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Porygon can definitely dish out some damage. Couple fake out users. This looks like an okay. I would say this team is probably going to do fairly well. But as far as spice level, the spiciest thing here is probably that Shedinja if you can set up a win con with it.
Yeah, and I think there's spice points added for drafting his mascot. But I think this
that's right. Yeah.
Spice points taken away a little bit because he doesn't have Flareon, Vaporeon, Jolteon. Like I think if he had all those 3, I think it would have been pretty spicy.
Yeah, where's Jolteon?
Yeah, where's Jolteon, bro? You don't love Jolteon?
Jeez.
So there is something I was looking for, because there's a way to make another Pokemon have Wonder Guard, and he has almost all the pieces for it, and it's just what I'm looking for right now. But unfortunately, he doesn't. If he had those pieces, I'll give this guy Ghost Pepper. It's one of the most convoluted things you can do to get Wonder Guard onto Porygon, but it can be done.
Yeah, if you could get Wonder God on the Porygon, I would also give the Ghost Pepper. Because then, like, what do you do? Like,
Just need a fighting type. That'd be it.
just recover. You don't even need
Yeah.
recover because you can't be hit.
Yeah, it's the only fighting that would be able to hit it.
Yeah. And not every Pokemon gets good fighting coverage.
No. He's almost there. He's almost there.
He's almost
But
there.
I like the team. I think this team is very good in an overall sense, but in terms of spice sense, I mean, I think thinking Rhydon's good is spicy.
No, Rhydon's wicked
Yeah.
good. What do you mean?
So bad.
He's not bad at all. You're not even taking Eviolite away from him. I don't know, man. I think Rhydon, I had Rhydon on my board pretty hard, and I don't know. I like him a lot.
We've been down this road before.
We have had pretty loud arguments about whether or not Rhydon was good.
I don't know. I think Rhydon's gonna struggle here.
I don't see. I'm a straight disagree, but that's for another time because that could be a whole 2-hour argument in itself. I really like Rhydon. I don't know. I like the team a lot too. I think it's it's like a pretty bulky team too. I think it's gonna be hard pushing past a lot of these Pokemon.
Yeah, it's a very bulky team. Offensively, what's his hardest hitter here? Rotom.
Like all I know is my Flareon, O-Code,
Yeah, I guess
Ice
Flareon,
Horse, Ice Horse last season. So that's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah, Flareon's hardest hitter because Rhydon's not gonna even get off the floor. It's gonna enter the battlefield and get KO'd.
You could argue that Porygon might be his hardest hitter with the download.
Yeah.
True.
Like it, I don't know. I think offensively he might. Well, no, he has Whimsicott. What am I saying? So he can just fake tier stuff.
Yeah, and Mr. Rhyme hits pretty hard on the special side.
Yeah,
Porygon, surprisingly.
This is a pretty good team.
I think it's pretty versatile. Like there's a lot of Pokemon that can play different roles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
You don't necessarily need the highest stat to do good damage.
Yeah.
In this type of format.
I think my favorite Pokemon on this team is probably the Mr. Rhyme.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. It's the most versatile one in my opinion of everything on this team right now. I think the Rhyme is probably the hardest thing to prep for on this team.
I think with my bias included, I think my favorite's got to be the Flareon or the Drifblim for different reasons. But I think spice-wise, I think my favorite Pokemon here is the Shedinja.
I can see that. Yeah.
Quick question: does he have a terrain setter?
No.
I don't like the Drifblim.
He has Prankster Grassy Terrain and Prankster Misty Terrain, but I'm not a huge fan. Like having to waste a turn to set it up is not. I'm not a fan of it. Leaf and I discussed that prior to this video.
I don't think 80 is a horrible speed to even be at either. Especially
it's not.
No. Especially because he doesn't need the Unburden because he does have the Prankster Tailwind.
Yeah. I'll say this. After Flare Boost, Drifblim is actually kind of fun.
Yeah. So I think I'm going. What are our tiers again? I don't know. I like it. I think I'm going.
Jalapeno.
Yeah, jalapenos where I'm at.
I'm not seeing jalapeno. I'm seeing this next spicier one down. I don't know if that's chili or bell because I feel like chili is spicier than bell.
Yeah, bell pepper
Bell's
is
not
not
spicy.
Yeah, we have to talk to Krabby about reorganizing this list.
Yeah, Krabby bell peppers are spicy
Because his lowest tier is pumpkin spice, then he goes chili pepper, then bell pepper.
Yeah, we're gonna have a happy conversation with the
staff meeting. Staff meeting.
Alright, let's cut this short. Let's go beat him up.
Bro, VBA trip to go beat up Krabby.
Going to Texas.
Yeah.
Oh my
who's
god.
next?
So next we got I don't know. Next we have the Miami Manchinos.
Who is not piloted by Senpai.
Who is not piloted by Senpai. Oh my goodness, has the Crobat.
I like this team.
Yeah, this team's gonna do some actual work. Crobat, Cinccino, Espeon, Alolan Ninetales, Metagross, Walrein, Grimmsnarl, Ivysaur, Swampert, Zweilous, and Stunfisk. Galar. I don't like the Grimmsnarl as a tier 1 pick, but other than that, I do really like this team.
This is ATM's fiance or wife's?
Audios.
Audios. I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is I like this team.
Yeah.
My biggest issue with this team is obviously the base 60 speeds, and then the Eviolite issue with Ivysaur and Zweilous.
Yeah.
Zweilous hits hard. It gets what's that ability? Is it Hustle? It gets Hustle. This is a good team. Walrein, I think, is a sleeper pick. I think Walrein is going to be really good.
I agree. I think Walrein's insane.
Okay.
I'm
gonna put the spice out here right now for me because I gotta put respect on it. Stunfisk, Galarian, Ghost Pepper.
Okay. Yeah, the Stunfisk is interesting.
I'm happy to see what it does.
Dual Steel type. No terrain to take advantage of its ability, which
That's
I would argue makes it even better.
Wow, it makes it shit.
But Walrein, I like the Walrein a lot, and I also think Espeon is really good in this format.
Yep.
She has one of the fastest Tailwind setters, and Crobat. Cinccino is very versatile. Hits hard.
We've seen Cinccino put in some actual work.
Yeah, it can be run offensively or as a support. It gets a ton of support options, especially outside of Dynamax. It's going to have use of a lot more of its support pool. The Espeon's going to be great. Access to Trick Room, can't be taunted, just hits like a truck, is super fast in this format. She has Veil with the Alolan Ninetales. This is a is this a good team? Is this a good team?
I think this is top 3 of this division.
Yeah, I mean, I see a Steel weakness, but
Where do you see a Steel weakness?
Grimmsnarl and Ninetales.
That's
Yeah,
nothing.
we have 3 weaknesses, and they're only -1. So we have Fighting, Fire, and Ground.
No, I still, yeah.
This is, and the Swampert with Wildcard. I think Swampert's really good in this format as well.
Yeah.
I like this team a lot.
The only, like I said earlier, the only thing I don't like is the Grimmsnarl tier 1. I think there you just draft Morgrim. I think it does the exact, like I was talking to Popo, and it just does the same exact thing as Grimmsnarl, and it's cheaper. Unless you plan on using Grimmsnarl in an offensive set. I think it's just a better decision just to go with the Morgrim and then free up some points or the tier 1 slot.
That's the nice thing about Grimmsnarl, though, is like you can actually focus more on the bulk side of it, and it's still going to hit hard. The thing still hits hard with base 120 attack.
And I agree. I just think that with the Pokemon that were in tier 1, I think it might be a little underwhelming compared to the other actual like offensive options.
Yeah, I think it also gives a good fairy type for him.
Yeah, I also
I'm gonna disagree.
I like the Zwelos. I think no matter what format you're playing, every Pokemon in this line does damage. So like if you're in Little Cup, Dino is one of the best Pokemons you can get. If you're in Dynamax, he really does well, and I feel like he's gonna do even. I think Zwelos is an insane pick. I think it's sleeper. I don't think it deserves to be a tier 5.
I disagree, just because it only has Hustle. And the fact that Hustle can be a very high liability.
Could be. I don't know. I think it's gonna do better.
I mean, I don't think the Zwelos is gonna hit the field. I also don't think the Ivysaur is gonna hit the field.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think Ivysaur is. I think Zwelos is. I don't think Ivysaur is.
Oh, I think it will. It's base 60 with Chlorophyll. It gets Sleep Powder. It gets a lot of good support, and it's really bulky with Eviolite.
Yeah. It gets Chlorophyll with no sun. That's the problem. But
the thing
I don't
is
know.
They have the Crobat, which can set the sun.
Is this the team that we disagree about the most?
Yeah.
Like we all agree that it's a really good team, but I think for different reasons.
Well, here's the thing. So here's my argument too: is you can use the Ivysaur as a countermeasure to someone else's Sun team.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah.
And that's why I like it. I think having a countermeasure is not something that you bring to every match, but something that like threatens someone who has to rely on Sun, because now you can take advantage of it, is actually really scary.
Yeah.
I
don't know. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a Ghost Pepper only because it made us disagree so hard. I think
I'll give Ghost Pepper just based on stuff.
I'm also gonna say that this, as long as it's played well, I think this is a playoff team.
This is a good team. Yeah. If you get rid of some of the I think Stunfisk actually looks pretty good on this team, and then I don't really like the Zwelos and the Ivysaur, but everything else is I think it's probably a playoff team. Yeah.
I like the Ivysaur. I don't like the Zwelos. I think could have went for a better dark typing, or not even go for a dark typing, go for a better dragon typing.
Yeah, maybe.
Because there's Fracturous that was in that tier as well.
Alright, so me and Curry are going Ghost Pepper. What do you think, Theo?
Ghost Pepper, is that the highest one?
Yep.
Is Ghost Pepper? That's pretty hot, right?
Pretty hot.
I'd go Habanero on this. I'd go Habanero.
That's because you don't respect the Fisk.
You're right. Jalapeno.
All right, so our last team is the Coughing Smokers.
The one from the
They're
future.
one from the future,
This team was drafted before all other teams were drafted. if I'm not
which
mistaken.
means he had way more time to prep for it. So
Yeah,
this is
wow.
the exact team that he wanted.
This is a cool team.
Yeah, he got to pick whatever he wanted.
Exactly. We have Barraskewda, the Volcarona, which I really like. A lot of people don't like it, but I really like it.
I like Volcarona a lot.
Yeah, I do too.
Nidoking, Sock, Stonjourner, Corviknight, which I think is one of the best Pokemon in the list. Bouffalant,
Wait.
Sableye, Executor Alola, Palossand, and Slowpoke Galar.
I love the Volcarona. I love the Barraskewda. He has redirection. He has a way to avoid redirection too,
Yep.
just in those two. And then Nidoking just hits like a truck in this format. Stonjourner, Wide Guard, Power Spot. Is it Power Spot? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
He has a few Trick Room setters, right?
And a few Pokemon that are really good in Trick Room.
Yeah, he has
Alolan,
Slowpoke.
Galarian, Slowpoke.
Yeah.
I think that's it for Trick Room setters.
Two Trick Room setters, yeah.
Yeah,
But he
doesn't
has
get
a-
anything.
The Slowpoke's gonna be good in Trick Room with that, since it's under base 30 and it gets access to Heal Pulse. And
Yes.
then Palossand, I'm not sure how the Palossand fits in. It's a ghost type. Well, he has Sableye as a ghost type too. Yeah, I think the main thing I would be against is probably the Palossand.
Yeah, I like the Palossand. I think Palossand kind of spicy.
It's spicy. I just don't know what he'll do with it.
Yeah, I don't think it does much with the spice though.
Yeah, I think Bouffalant was Bouffalant a tier 5?
Four.
Or tier? That was tier 4. Okay. I like the Bouffalant. Sapphire.
I like the Bouffalant a lot. I think Corviknight's one of the best Pokemon you can have in this format.
This is a good team.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
he has
good
a
say
lot
it.
of fun synergy. He has a lot of stuff that will make the team fun. It definitely
Yeah.
has spice.
This is a good team.
He definitely. Well, he drafted from the future, so he
Yeah,
had
This
time.
is true. Yeah, he knew what
Yeah.
everyone else was doing.
Honestly, you know what? Because we know he picked this team out before anyone else got to pick his team.
Probably
This
DQ
is
him.
not spicy. We should probably do that. This is also not as spicy as it could have been.
Damn.
Having full reign over the tier list.
Yeah, full rain. I mean, you knew what was going to be there and what was going to be gone, so you knew
Yeah.
when you could have made all your picks. So, yeah, I'm with you. I'm gonna go. What do we got? I always forget every single time. I think I might go. You know what? I'm gonna go strictly because the Executor Alolan I think is amazing. I'm gonna go Jalapeno.
Okay. I would say Habanero for me on
Really?
this one. Yeah. I don't know. I really like the top. The Pokemon at the top are just this seems like a really fun team. This is a team I would want to use.
Yeah,
I
this
guess.
does seem like an incredibly fun. You know what? I am gonna upgrade, and it's not just because of the fun factor. It's because like you see a lot of Pokemon that aren't used. Like there's a lot of not used Pokemon on this list.
Yeah.
So
Like-
I think for that, yeah, I'll bump it up to Habanero.
I feel
I
like
want-
besides the Sableye, he probably did not have much trouble getting this team.
Yeah.
That's
They
what I
probably
think.
didn't pick ours group either.
Oh, really? Oh, interesting. Yeah.
I think Sableye was overlooked in a lot of aspects just ever since he got that fairy weakness.
I think he's just a little too expensive. I like for when I was talking about him, I don't think I wanted to waste the tier 2 points on him.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. This is a fun team. He has a lot. Like competitively, I think this is a really good team. And spice level wise, I also think it's pretty good.
I'm gonna say it's Habanero. I would have given a Ghost Pepper, but because he had the future intel, it has to be knocked down a little bit.
Yeah.
I can
But
say
can
Yeah,
we
this looks like a
also
fun-ass
make the
team.
argument? Can we also make the argument that because he has time travel, he's pretty spicy? Like,
yeah.
That's true. Yeah,
And
that's true.
okay, he also gets knocked down another point because the Gyarados wasn't actually properly picked. He went Galarian Gyarados.
Galarian
didn't go-
Gyarados.
Yeah, he didn't go with OG Gyarados.
Nice.
So I mean, I guess that kind of wraps up our spice tiers. That's our last team. However, I do want to make one last thing. What are our top 3 teams?
Top 3.
Top 3 spice wise or competitive wise, you think?
Spice.
Spice wise. Okay. I would say I like the coughing smokers. I think that's top 3 for me. Let's see what else. Let me just take a look at
The Miami Minchinos were pretty high up there.
Yep.
And then for me, probably the Dutch Drapions as well.
That's Drapions, Dragapult, Lucario. Yeah, they're pretty good.
I was thinking Tricky Tricos.
If I can find them.
Yeah, top right.
Number 3.
Very. Yeah, 3.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just
I
let me
like
know
them a lot.
Yeah. And then there's the Razzle Dazzle.
Oh,
Razzle.
wait. Yeah, what am I saying? Okay, so I think number 1 for me is the Razzle Dazzle. 100%. And then it probably goes Dutch Drapions. And then number 3 would be coughing smokers.
Okay. I think for me, number 1, I think spice wise, I think I'm also gonna go with, like, looking back through all the teams. I think I'm also gonna go with the Razzle Dazzle, the number 1 spice, and then I'm gonna go the Minchinos and the Flint Flareons.
Me, I'm gonna do the Razzle Dazzle as well. We didn't all agree upon this, but that's, I guess, what we're all doing. I'm gonna do the Tricky Tricos, or whatever the hell that name was, tongue twister, and then I'll do the coughing smoke, or Trixie.
Trixie
Make me say a bunch
Tricos.
of T's. Then I'm gonna do the coughing smokers. I would have given something to the Miami, but I was only giving the Ghost Pepper due to the Stunfisk. But it's not the best Stunfisk. If it was OG Stunfisk, okay, maybe it would have been number 1.
Cool. Well, there you have it. The your judge, jury, and executioners have laid down their gavel. Get good. Get better than Kanto.
Let's go beat up Joe.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, we have to catch a flight. Then go beat up Joe. VBA trip to Joe, get that knuckle sandwich, bro.
Yeah, putting chili pepper below bell pepper? The hell?
It's a dish best served cold.
What idiots reviewed this list and okayed that?
I don't think anyone reviewed it. I think he just posted it.
No, I had it up in the thing. I'm gonna go to it. I'm gonna jump to it.
Yeah, but I don't
Alright,
think.
guys.
All right. Well, that's gonna be
no,
it.
it was okay. It was okay by Rat. So okay, we're gonna go beat up Rat on our way.
Oh, word? That sounds good. So that's it. That's gonna be it for our spice tier list. We do like, I mean, at least I like a lot of your teams. I think a lot of them are really, really good. I think this is a really balanced league, division.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a really balanced division. I don't think there's any team here that's like that can't be beaten by any other team. I think it's really balanced here.
I can't wait to see the cross divisional battles.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And we can even take bets. Like, do we think the finals is gonna be Boom Team versus Boom Team or not?
No, absolutely not.
These
No.
teams are gonna get smoked.
No, I could see. I honestly, I think the NDD teams are gonna
Yeah.
be at the end. Yeah.
Well, if you guys liked this, please don't be afraid to drop that like, comment, and even the subscription if you really love us. For that, I will say goodbye. I love you all.
Have a good one, everyone.
Bye.
I was about to say Curry. Don't want to say bye. All right.
No.
See you guys.
Okay.
Peace out.